Greetings, I the War Owl greets you, and I'm going to be showing you here, once again, another 5 versus 5 Counter-Strike Global Offensive match. And this one is going to be game number 3. The epic conclusion to this series here between the Ninjas in Pajamas and VeryGames. And it will all come down to the end here on Nuke. DE Nuke, and we see VeryGames taking the terrorist side first. They absolutely dominated the last game on Inferno. Coming off of that win, have to feel confident here as they push outside, take outside to absolutely no resistance. Where are these counter-terrorists? None of them are going to be downstairs, and terrorists just charged down here, running straight through the Ninjas in Pajamas defense. They weren't even watching this, so now terrorists have downstairs. Ninjas in Pajamas has to move for the retake. We see 3 of them there at the ramp. Try to anticipate VeryGames' movements based on what they played in previous games. Counter-terrorist health dwindling down, dwindling away. Just going to be Forrest and Freiberg left. Smith Z taking them out from the side there, and they all are dead. VeryGames start this thing's 1 point, and that is an incredible point because it is a pistol round terrorist side nuke. And of course, we do have DE Nuke. It is an incredibly counter-terrorist sided map, so that point there on VeryGames will give them a huge lead because that'll probably give them the second round as well. But oh, hold the phone, we actually have another armor helmet buy here, P250 from the Ninjas in Pajamas on CT side, second round after a loss. And let's check out how they're going to set up this difficult map to check out the setups here. We have Faflaren watching the ramp. Usually Freiberg watches the ramp. This is a good position to sit when you have those pistols out. Faflaren getting surrounded. He's got Freiberg helping him here. He's got actually 3 players. Forrest in position and Get Right. All of them at ramp. Terrorists do not have to go ramp. It looks like instead they are going outside. We have Exist inside of Sneaky. Oh, he's actually inside of the big garage, trying to catch a frag on these players. Terrorists, though, playing it very passive, not pushing anywhere. Freiberg now went up the ladder and is upstairs inside of the rafters waiting for these players to push. And we do have Smith Z going downstairs. Terrorist in position downstairs. We see Forrest there in position to take them out. And Freiberg jumping downstairs to rotate. Now going to be up to these players who have rotated downstairs. Good rotates by Ninjas in Pajamas, keeping on top of where these terrorists are going. Very good intel here. So they hear them running around in the back halls. Hear them inside of the computer room. Exist grabs a frag. Forrest here. Master Pistoler waiting for these folks to run into the site. And Get Right is at the ramp. May want to hide himself at this point. And Forrest springs his trap. Takes out 2 players. 3 players. Brilliant pistoling there by Forrest. Taking out 3 of VeryGames buying players when all he had was a P250 armor. Nice round by Ninjas in Pajamas. That was an absolute steal there. VeryGames has to be kicking themselves over that one. It looked like Ninjas in Pajamas was able to play that so well because of how well their positioning was, how well their rotating was. They knew where VeryGames was going. They heard and they listened. They made sure they knew exactly what was going on, and they rotated appropriately to deal with it. Alright, and we have a saving VeryGames now. Playing pretty aggressively inside of the lobby. Now not going to be moving anywhere else. Do have Smith Z pushing forward at the ramp. Faflaren looks like he's going to be the player watching ramp this time. He has an MP7. He probably... not sure why he has this. I think he actually purchased this. This is a save weapon. You get an extra 300 money per frag with it, so assuming that VeryGames is not going to be doing a buy, and of course he can upgrade away from this thing on the next round. And if he gets frags with it, it is worth it. And not getting the frags with it, instead pulling out the pistol. We see Exist moving in from the back, but Forrest mowing down the rest of them with a 3 frag there. Another good round from Ninjas in Pajamas. They rolled a bunch of saving players. VeryGames now should be able to buy. We'll go AK-47 here. And waiting for them to buy it. They are planning their strategy right now. And no, what? Will they be doing a double save? Yes, they will. So, VeryGames will be doing another save here. 2 save rounds. This will put them behind in the points, but at the same time, we are watching Nuke. They've already got 1 point on the field. They're going to be shooting for 3 to 5 points. They need about 3 points if they want a chance of winning this game. Smith Z try to catch player off guard, but they do not do much damage with those pistols. There's Screen grabbing a headshot off of Get Right. Multiple headshots to get that frag as Freiberg charges outside and takes those players down. Existence and NBK is left. NBK is lurking below. They seem to know where he is. I think he made some noise here. And just NBK left. Exist jumps down and destroys him. Ninjas in Pajamas takes that point, but no surprise. The only surprise was that Get Right died. Alright, now we have VeryGames. We'll be buying this round, getting their AK-47s, and let's check out on this buy versus buy what sort of setup the Ninjas in Pajamas do on CT side. I can already fathom, because we've seen them play this map so many times in the past. Get Right usually holds outside by himself with a rifle, which is unique. A lot of players play op outside. Oh, he's actually throwing a smoke out. Where is he going? Up into the rafters? Nope, he's going to be playing outside here from these... Oh, and sort of lets them get by. Oh, what? No, never mind. Takes out Existence as they move down into the secret. And we have Smith Z, a trailblazer down here leading his team. We did see Forrest jump down into the dark room. Good rotates from Ninjas in Pajamas, already here to deal with this. And Forrest gives himself away, knows where Smith Z is now. Scream making lots of noise. Forrest able to line up the shot beforehand, but not able to connect. Just Freiberg left down here, waiting for these players to push. Terrorists have position downstairs, but they're being very timid in how they take this site. 3 health left on Scream. Took a lot of damage fighting against Forrest. And Terrorists still downstairs. Smith Z now inside of the site, trying to plant that bomb. We have Get Right sneaking in from behind. Faflaren in front, already taken out 2 players. 2 are left. So we have Exist upstairs. Faflaren from here. Get Right coming in from behind. Does take him down. Now just 1 player left. Exist. And once, against Shocks here with Exist and Get Right, want to try to take this at the same time. They don't know where this player is. They're checking around. One of the common spots. Oh, and Get Right just shoots him through the door. Sort of exactly knows where that player is. Perfect headshot as he's sitting here in the corner. Wow. Goodness, Get Right. That was some crazy stuff there. Let's get an Owl Vision on Get Right for that round. Love that shot through that door. Get Right, man. Alright, Ninjas in Pajamas leading this thing, but we have another buy round here from VeryGames. Able to buy it twice in a row. Blue Shell Effect should be kicking in pretty soon. They have lost now 4 rounds in a row. Once you get to 6 rounds in a row, or 5 rounds in a row, they're going to be able to start buying every time. And Faflaren will be the player at ramp. Normally they put Freiberg there. Instead, we'll be playing inside of the vents. So we'll be playing the ground inside. Usually Exist plays that position. Actually, Exist is in his normal position here. We have Scream boosted up on top of the Marshmallow. Terrace taking outside. Boosting up. Looks like they're going to try to go up into the rafters. So this is where Get Right's been playing. Get Right sees the head of Smith Z. Tries to spray the player down. By Smith Z moving there, this allows Existence to get up there and do the jump to get up into the rafters outside. Existence now running forward up top. Wow, look at this. Gets great position here, takes Heaven. Get Right comes back up, but Existence is already there. And he does get smoked out there with some fire. Forced to fall back. But now Terrorists have a great position to take bomb site A. Once you take Heaven like this, A is going to be a cake breeze. Freiberg in the ground there, looking at Heaven, waiting for Existence to peek, and he peeks! Freiberg takes him out. Now going to be a 2 versus 2, Forrest and Faflaren. Scream hops downstairs and plants that bomb. They did not have enough time to take him. They're going to try to time this at the same time. Oh, Faflaren grabs a frag off of Shocks. Now going to be coordinating here. Forrest sneaking up behind Scream. Great shot, taking him down. As he was waiting for Forrest to come out the back of the vents and charge down those stairs. Or rather, was waiting for Faflaren. So, another good round from Ninjas in Pajamas taking that thing. What it looked like VeryGames had a chance, but that bomb plant, along with the blue shell effect, will give them another buy. So we have another AK-47 buy here. from VeryGames. Alright, Ninjas in Pajamas. Said we were going to check out their CT side setup. Look at them. Getting ready to take this game here. Charging out of the spawn. Love that shot. And so, yeah, this is interesting. So they got Flaren here inside of ramp. Freiburg playing rafters, also assisting at ramp when needed. Looks like they're going to be trying to do event special. They did do a lemonade door, but they're not pushing out there. Instead, they are still moving outside. Get Right has changed positions a little bit. Playing inside of the mini garage, still playing the outside position, though. Forrest taking his position. So Get Right, I mean, Ninjas in Pajamas keeps switching up how they play CT side, which is very smart. Lots of wall banging you can do on this map. And Terrace take outside. Get Right not able to push through there because of that smoke. So we have Forrest, the player to hold this off. And Terrace are actually taking outside. They're not going right down into the secret. 69 health here on Forrest. And I don't think they actually want to take secret. They just want to take outside here. They've taken the big garage. Forrest, not at heaven anymore. Terrace can move around and take hell from here and go downstairs and sort of split B. Flaren rotates downstairs. Actually, Terrace now creeping their way forward. And look at this, sneaky, waiting for these players to take downstairs and try to plant that bomb. Flaren has set up himself here to launch a trap. Counter Terrace. And inside of that smoke. Come on, line it up. Flaren lets him plant. Does not shoot the player. That was his one chance. And he does go down. 2 versus 4 retake, and they are going for it. Here is Forrest, now just exist. Both of them coming down the vents. Looks like VeryGames may be able to grab a win here, unless Exist can absolutely own it. There's one frag, not a lot of time left. And he does not have enough time left to kill all those players and defuse this thing. However, he's still in position, still trying to grab those exit frags, and he can! Does go down, though. Shocks with a good shot. Allows Shocks and Existence to survive that round. That's not good for Ninjas in Pajamas. 2 points here already for VeryGames. That's a lot early on in this game. Especially on T-side Nuke. Alright, let's check out how VeryGames is setting up this time. And that is to make sure people are not charging, rushing outside. Just safety flash. Can afford to use one for that. And Flaren trades himself at ramp. Very aggressively runs in there. Now Forrest is the player to watch ramp. They killed a player ramp, so they may be thinking, hey, let's take ramp. What they don't know is that Forrest is in position, taking out Smith Z through the smoke by watching where those tracers went. Exist in the standard position here. Waiting for these players to push. Scream trying to pick Forrest. Love these little battles. Look at that shot. Scream takes him out. Little headshot battles going on there. Put this thing into a 3 versus 3. We have Get Right in that room on the right, though. Terrace are saying, hey man, we killed 2 people ramp, let's go ramp. No, it's a trap, which it is. So Terrace instead will be taking upstairs. So it's all up to Exist here to hold this thing off. What? No, instead they did try to go ramp, and Get Right trades himself. But Terrace do take ramp. Where is Shocks? Shocks is already downstairs, so they're going to converge on downstairs and get this bomb planted. Bomb is on Scream right now. He's going to throw the smoke and plant in the smoke. Prevent himself from dying. Exist may try to pop down and spray that player. Oh, he doesn't know about the player behind him. And may want to aggress from here. Does try to take Scream. Nice job there. Cause Scream to turn around at risk of life and limb. Here comes Shocks. 1 versus 2 does get taken down, and Ninjas in Pajamas will defuse this thing for the win, preventing VeryGames from taking yet again another point. But once again, bomb plant. VeryGames has been playing a really good T-side Nuke. Will be able to... No, they can't buy again. It looks like they are now forced to... What? Existence full buy. Yes, they will be buying. 2 players will be pistoling, though. We actually have a Deagle here up on NBK. Going for them 1 Deags. And we have a P250 on Existence. So, not able to fully buy, but will be spending all their money, nonetheless, for another chance at a point. Not going to be doing the save just yet. And because they won that 1 round, kills their blue shell effect. So Terrorist play aggressively at B, then they back off, leave Flare in there by himself. Terrorist here still inside of the lobby. They can go anywhere. Looks like they're getting ready to lemonade the door and push out. They've lemonaded the door. They've thrown the smokes. Will be pushing outside. And they've got Molotovs off. Very unfortunate for them. Good job by those counter-terrorists, preventing these players from pushing into the site. It is gone now, but MBK was left stranded by himself inside of the site. Just Existence left with his P250. Wants to grab one of those AK-47s, and he has it. Does go down. So as you saw there, players did nade that door, and usually when you nade the door, you need to push out right away. VeryGames has been taking their time. They nade the door, let it sit there a while, throw their smokes and nades, sort of meander over there. They need to just burst through that thing and blitzkrieg the site, because that will, I mean, if they don't do that, it allows Ninjas and Pajamas to put up defensive countermeasures like that Molotov, which Freiburg does have in his hand, and he's the player playing Heaven. And he's got it in his hand once again, just in case they try to lemonade that door. Terrorists are saving, but getting ready to push upstairs. Exists. Picks off Smith Z quite easily. For Flare and defensive smoking, preventing these players from pushing. NBK, spray in common positions. These players are so good that they're able to say, oh, players are usually here, I'm going to shoot it. And then they get the frags every once in a while. It's brilliant. Alright, where are these pistoling players doing? They are going to be waiting outside, trying to boost up outside. I think Get Right should be the player to deal with this. And he hears them, knows they're on top of the marshmallow, which they are not actually. The player is outside at red, and he does hear Scream, waiting for him to try to go downstairs. Knows he's right around the corner. Launches the attack. Does not know that Shox is there, though. Shox is in a position to frag. Does just have this Glock, though, but Get Right doesn't know where he is. And takes him down. Faflaren taking on a saving Existence. Oh, Existence almost takes him down. Faflaren had 4 health. Very close to a frag there. And we check out our scoreboard. Looks like Get Right is leading the way there. 12 frags already in this game. And Ninjas in Pajamas secures himself another point. And VeryGames will be buying after full saving. They are so money hurt at this point. They win around every once in a while. Kills their buy. Of course, they do have those 2 points, so they have to be feeling pretty good about that. They've got plenty of rounds left. 5 rounds left for them to get a few more points in this thing. And this is such a critical game. This is it. This is the last time we're going to see Ninjas in Pajamas versus VeryGames. And Terrace will be taking outside. Do not have anyone to deal with this. Where is Get Right? Oh, he's watching it from hell this time. Out the window. No smokes are down. There's the smoke. Scream, though, takes 40 damage before they're able to smoke. Lots of players out there. Get Right very cautiously going for those headshots. Smith Z tries to launch the attack there on Get Right. We have Forrest downstairs trying to hold this off. Freiburg takes over for him and grabs the last 2 frags, taking down the rest of VeryGames as they try to go down that secret position. So once again, another great rotate by Ninjas in Pajamas. We did have Get Right up there. Saw those players trying to go at secret, so they rotated 2 players downstairs and waited for them. VeryGames very surprised by that, was not able to make anything happen, and they will be forced to save once again. Now, save rounds, usually trying to get a bomb plant. Instead, they drop the bomb. Scream picking that thing up. They've already wasted any rush they could possibly have. Instead, playing it very passive. I think the idea here is that they may grab a few frags, get lucky, and grab the weapons off of the fragging players for next round. But Faflaren here, able to hold off ramp every time they try to push. That smoke will not help. This will allow Terrace to get vision. Just a little bit off. And Shox. Looks like he wants to go downstairs. Where's the bomb carrier? This is Existence. Exist here. Waiting for this player. I think this is going to be, yes. Freiburg, waiting for him to push there. And it looks like they're going to be going ramp. So here's Faflaren once again to hold it off. But Get Right's on the ground. Get Right grabs 2 frags. And Faflaren picks up the rest of them. Yeah. Another great round. Ninjas in Pajamas holding off saving players. VeryGames now will be AK-47 buying. Ninjas in Pajamas so incredibly strong and defensive at CT side at using those smokes. And check this out. We have 2 incendiary grenades, one on Get Right and one on Freiburg. We know that one of those is for the squeaky door if they so try to go through it. However, we see a lot of them going outside. There's the lemonade door, so let's see if that is thrown. We have Freiburg here. He's waiting for smokes to go through. Instead, we'll be putting down his own defensive smoke. If they started throwing flashes and smokes, he would be throwing that out there. Alright. And Terrace now outside. Get Right has moved outside. Now pulling back. They've smoked across. Shocks will be crossing. Shocks gets into big garage here. Terrace still inside of lobby, haven't taken much position. They're trying to push at ramp right now. Shocks is taking good position, so it's a split B. They're going to try to get Hell, and they've taken ramp, so now they have good position there. And Faflaren is forced downstairs. Where's Shocks going? Still inside of big garage. Ooh, gets Molotoved out there by Forrest. Freiburg is downstairs. Terrace do have ramp, will be going downstairs at this point. And we have Faflaren to hold them off. Freiburg helping as well. Faflaren goes down. And these 2 players at ramp rotating downstairs. Terrace have position though. Good positioning by them, but Forrest and Get Right take them down. Wow, good shot by Shocks. He's got to hold this thing off now. 1 versus 2. Get Right almost saw him there. Exist inside of the site. 1 player is defusing as Get Right holds off. Shocks. And it is a fake defuse. Shocks heard that second defuse. And Exist takes him down and will be defusing this bomb for real. Ninjas in Pajamas taking another point. Have to start feeling good about this. Alright, VeryGames has got to win some rounds. Blue Shell effect is in full effect. They are able to buy, but they only have 2 rounds left, and they really want to win both of them to put themselves in a position to win this game. Smith Z now with an AWP. I mean, leaving this thing at 2 points, they're really putting themselves at it's all on this pistol round, and that is such a stressful position to put yourself in. Pistol rounds can go either way. And Smith Z here will get boosted up. Crazy open, but nobody's home. Get Right playing very passive outside, making this AWP sort of pointless. He will be able to get a good vantage on Get Right here. Let's see if he grabs a frag. Should know where he is. Oh, Get Right's moved. Where is he? Ninja. Where did he even go? We have 1 player inside of the hut right now. Forrest back here. Could get the drop off of Smith C, who's looking for Get Right now. And Forrest still outside, knows where he is now. Oh, Get Right moved back, and Smith Z finally got the frag. Pulls out the pistol to go take out Forrest, because he was tagged by Shocks. Now, looks like a good round for VeryGames. Faflaren getting attacked by 2 players at once is forced to pull downstairs. They've sort of trapped these players exactly where they want them. Freiburg upstairs, Faflaren downstairs. Players have been pushed back to the sites. Last line of defense. I'm not sure where Faflaren is going. Exist in Freiburg upstairs holding this thing off. Faflaren just dying to scream. Terrace going to be going downstairs. They need to drop down the vents now. 20 seconds left. Terrace have to plant this thing. And we already have Freiburg downstairs. He's grabbed screen. Exist rotating downstairs as well. Here he is, pushing into the site. Does go down to Smith Z. Now just going to be up to Freiburg. 1 versus 3. Can he do it? Oh, gets shot through the door. He threw that flash and gave his position away. And he will go down. Sometimes the best surprise is not to blind your opponents, but to run in there and shoot them in the face. And here we are now on the last round here. Ninjas in Pajamas, 11 points to VeryGames 3. VeryGame wants to pick up this last point, put themselves in a good position here. As it stands right now, 3 points. They've met their quota, but at the same time, they want to get that 4. 3 points is a winnable situation. It's not a we will win situation. However, that ship has sailed. They're going to have to play a really good CT side. And Smith C pushing outside. Do have 1 player Up inside of the rafters. Getting ready to strike. Be able to catch Smith Z off guard here. That's going to be Freeberge. Oh, he's inside. Never mind. That X-ray, man. And no get right. Where is he this time? Oh, we see that opping player getting ready to pick that spot. This is the next place he picks is hell. And here he goes. Oh, get right had moved. This is so tense watching this. It will be decided to take upstairs. Terrace getting ready to do a great take. Love that Molotov being thrown straight down in Smith Z's face, saying denied. Terrace now getting ready to take upstairs. Flashes and smokes are going. We have defensive flashes as well. Freiberg is going to be taking NBK as they move into the site. Exist still on the ground, does get taken out. Great job by Scream moving into this site. Just going to be Forrest left. 1 versus 4 for the retake last round. He has to go for it, but Smithsy's in position to take him down. Great half there. And that will leave 4 points to VeryGames, putting themselves in a good, winnable position in this game, taking 4 points off of T-side Nuke. So, we shall be moving on to the next half. And we are now ready for the second half to commence. Ninjas in Pajamas now taking Terra's side, as VeryGames will have to put up the walls of the defense and have to play a great CT side. It's all pretty much even at this point. It looks like Ninjas in Pajamas is ahead, but they're really not. VeryGames has a very good chance of winning this game. And looks like they're going to be playing very heavy here at ramp right away. Exist going to be picking it. Terrace now pushing outside, taking Scream down. Shocks upside there. Terrace will be getting by, will be doing an upstairs take, moving in through the mini garage. Going to be a difficult retake here. Terrace are all over the place, one even inside of the vents there. And Exist just popping players in the face. NBK tries to move in, but Faflaren is there to take him down. And Ninjas in Pajamas will take pistol round. That is huge for them. That's going to put them in such a great position to win this game. Goodness. And I am waiting for our P250 armor buy here from VeryGames. And let's get that really cool shot of the players running by the camera. Let's do it. Yeah, they were just completely out of sync. No, that didn't work. But oh, this is weird. Not all of them doing the armor P250 buy. 3 of them. Full save Shocks here with a P2000. Not trying to win this round? I don't know what this is. This is 3 players buying the armor. Let's see what these players are. So, we got NBK, who's upstairs, Existence, and Scream. All 3 of these players downstairs now. Because terrorists took outside, so they said, oh, they're going to go secret. You don't have to go secret when you go outside. Good call, but it did not pay off. Gonna be boosting Faflaren up. Exist is like, you know you want to. You know you want to. And here comes Faflaren boosting up. We should have another player boost up so Faflaren can, or another player can get into the heaven. Nope, just gonna be checking heaven, make sure there's nobody there. Which there wasn't. Terrace getting ready to do an upstairs take, so the players will move through Mini Hut at the same time as they move through heaven. This is a very nice upstairs take here by Ninjas in Pajamas. Of course, they're going up against sort of half-saving players. Now just Existence, like they wasted a lot of money on that. That was weird. I don't know what VeryGames was trying to do there, but they just completely screwed themselves money-wise. Yeah, next round's not a buy. That'll give Ninjas in Pajamas 14. They're in trouble. They're in serious trouble of getting kicked out of this competition here. The biggest Counter-Strike competition of all time. Look at this. I give up. No, I give up. Biggest Counter-Strike competition of all time. The premier Counter-Strike competition this year. They are on the verge of getting kicked out of it. Ninjas in Pajamas at 13 points going up against a saving VeryGames, who does not have money now to buy on this round. Next round, I'm also fearful of what they're going to be able to purchase. They will full buy, because they'll have to win out. But now, winning that pistol round, Ninjas in Pajamas put themselves in a position to completely win this game. And we still got Bazones up. They sort of assumed it wasn't going to be a P250 armor buy. And, oh, Gidride gets taken down by NBK, who liberates that Bazone. But what's a Bazone against armored players? 10 damage a shot. NBK carrying around pretty much a Nerf gun. May have been better with the P250. Terrorists have taken position outside. Looks like we're going to get a huge upset here. Pistoling players. Wow, this is crazy. Smith Z gets taken down, though. Did get an AK-47, which was huge. Now a 3 versus 3. Terrorists outside. This just shows you how CT-sided this is. You have a saving team just about to take out the ninjas in pajamas. Scream is in wait for these players to push hell with the P2000. This doesn't do much damage. He's got to grab multiple headshots before they can flip around and shoot him. Oh, and they boost it up. And going to be getting a player into heaven. I like this boost. So Faflaren will be boosting up into heaven. There's Exist. Now they have position in heaven. Very nice, without even going up the ladder. NBK on the ground. Flaren takes him down, and Exist in a crazy position. But Flaren misses his entire clip. Freiburg moves in and takes him down for the kill. Nice job there. Ninjas in Pajamas puts himself at 14 points. VeryGame almost snagged that save round. Now they have to win out. This is go time. This is go time, so we're going to give them one more chance at the run-by. One more chance here for VeryGames. Never mind. Alright, they do actually have Smith Z going to be opping outside this time. Playing it from the big garage. Oh, no, instead going to be pushing forward. Terrorists pushing it outside, trying to grab position here, and they're going to be catching them off guard. Good flashes on Forrest and Faflaren as well. This looks like a great round here for VeryGames. Last-ditch effort, they're going to push at ramp. A good defensive flash there by Scream, and able to hold it off with the headshots. Just get right, left. Oh, Scream takes him down, but Smith Z lands the final blow, and VeryGames prevents the ninjas in pajamas from moving in there, playing a very aggressive CT side, and it definitely paid off there, putting themselves back in this game. This is it. They have to win out. They have to win the rest of the rounds. All 11 of them. 11 points in a row now. It'll be 12 points in a row. Can they do it? Can they do 12 points in a row for the win to knock Ninjas in Pajamas out of this tournament? And we will have a pause here while we wait for Forrest to get back into the game. Alright, and after a bunch of technical difficulties, we are back in this game. All of the players got dropped. It said no Steam log on. Some crazy stuff going on here. But we are back into this thing. Ninjas in Pajamas, 14 points to VeryGames 5. And once again, they do have to win 12 rounds. Or sorry, 11 rounds now. In a row, 12 in total. Can they do it? What? Smith Z trades the op out for an M4. Crazy lateral here as he decides to, where is he even going? Throwing that off over to Shocks here, who seems to be his, oh, Shocks actually using that thing. And Existence does go down. Terrorists have taken upstairs very quickly. We do have Shocks rotating up. 3 players crowding each other here inside of heaven. All they have to do is throw a good nade there, and these poor players will take tons of damage. And Freiburg will be planting that bomb. It's a trap, though. They do not peek it. Smith Z trying to sneak in from behind there as they wait to do this retake. We have Shocks watching outside. Smith Z sneaking in from the back. Scream ready to push, and they're going to coordinate this thing. And here they go. Scream has died. And Smith Z goes down. Going to be Shocks, the last player left. 1 versus 3, and unfortunately he is forced to save. That will give Ninjas in Pajamas 15 points. That's not good for VeryGames. And the Ninjas in Pajamas will be hunting him down. Freiburg going for the frag, jumps up and down, avoids the op shot, kills the player, doesn't even pick up the op. Freiburg's got a 4 frag. Let's check out that owl vision. Wow, it is all down to this. Ninjas in Pajamas now match point against VeryGames, who is very low on money and is forced to buy FAMAS and Mag 7. Two of them don't even have armor, no helmets, all around. This is it. And we'll see how Ninjas in Pajamas is going to do this thing. Here comes Faflaren, pushing outside, back is turned, aggressively pushing forward. Existence is through there. Smith Z grabs him down, but this allows Faflaren to get in position. Sees the gun sticking out of Existence. Now going to be taking on Smith Z, who's watching where Faflaren is. And he takes him down. Now just 2 players left. It is a 2 versus 2. On the other side of the map, NBK lands a Mag 7 headshot. So we do have Faflaren and Freeburst left. Now just going to be Shocks. Match point. All they have to do is take down Shocks, and it is game. There's Faflaren. Faflaren going after Shocks. Shocks takes him down. Now a 1 versus 1. Freeburst versus Shocks. Bomb has been planted. He's got to go for it. And he's inside of Mini Hut. And he takes him down. Ninjas in Pajamas wins this game. Congratulations to the Ninjas in Pajamas. I'm the War Owl, and I still have no closer.